I'm Rick Kaler, and thanks for joining me. Recently, reading a training manual on elder abuse, I was reminded of a financial risk that's often overlooked. One of the fastest and easiest ways to unravel your financial security is have the wrong person gain control of your money. Now, you may not think that that's rocket science, but here's what I mean. The example in this particular manual mirrored a heartbreaking situation that I once experienced with a long-term client. As her mental and physical health declined, this single woman moved into assisted living. She had a newly designed or a power of attorney and a new designated power of attorney within the new POA. It was a relative from out of town, and this person took control of her financial affairs. And almost immediately, without consulting us, the relative began making large withdrawals, closed her accounts, transferred funds elsewhere. They challenged the financial plan, the investments that were in it, the strategies that we'd established to safeguard the client's financial security, and ultimately provide for her long-term care. Even though their actions threatened the client's well-being, we were powerless to stop them. Our only recourse was to report the behavior to the authorities. This really heartbreaking and frustrating experience underscored just how critical it is to be mindful when executing a power of attorney. Besides designating someone you trust, it's wise to build in safeguards to prevent even a well-meaning relative from inadvertently derailing a carefully constructed financial plan. Now, one safeguard is to include a financial advisor in your POA, as long as that person is a fee-only fiduciary advisor with an obligation to act in your best interests. In many cases, advisors are hesitant to suggest this option because they're sensitive to the potential conflict of interest and they don't want to appear self-serving. An unfortunate reality is that you should be cautious if an advisor, particularly one who sells products on commission, seems eager to be added to your power of attorney. Including your financial advisor then in your power of attorney doesn't mean you designate them as your agent to manage your affairs. Doesn't mean that at all. Instead, include a clause naming them as the professional of record that you want your designated agent to continue working with. This creates continuity and accountability. It prevents your agent from replacing your advisor with someone who may be unfamiliar with your needs and goals, unqualified, or in some manner untrustworthy. Your advisor might also recommend adding a secondary safeguard, such as naming an attorney or an accountant to oversee the selection of the successor advisor in case that your current advisor is unable to continue. This additional layer of protection really ensures that the financial professionals guiding your portfolio remain aligned with your best interests. So taking these extra steps can save you and your loved ones from significant financial stress down the road. One of the hardest parts about planning for diminished financial capacity is the emotional aspect. No one likes to imagine a time when they may not be able to manage their own money. But in reality, taking steps now to protect your financial future is the ultimate act of control. It can help ensure that your wishes are respected and that the financial foundation you've worked so hard to build remains intact. So including safeguards in your POA is not about mistrusting your loved ones, but about equipping them with the right resources to support and act in your best interest. Financial management is complex, and it requires expertise that most people, even those with the best intentions, may not possess. So remember too that avoiding conversations often increases financial vulnerability. If you don't have a POA or aren't comfortable with who you do have, now is the time to bring it up with your advisor, your attorney, or a trusted family member. These safeguards are about protecting yourself. They also support those you will rely on to care for you and your financial legacy. Thanks for listening.